there, girls and boys. Today we're not talking about dinosaurs. We're talking about Tricerachorus, the new addition to the Eventide H9. So let's get into it. I can't help it. I really love the Eventide H9. I think it's one of the best and most versatile pieces of equipment available at the moment. But right now, we are going to be discussing the newest algorithm that was released a few days ago, which it's called Tricerachorus. As the name might imply, it's a trichorus, but as usually what happens with the Eventide H9, it has plenty of more options, way more options than you might imagine. So I'm going to show you how it works and make your own conclusions. You might be wondering, what on earth is a trichorus? For those of you who don't know, it's one of those vintage sounding pedals created during the 70s and 80s, and it's utilizing the world-renowned Bucket Brigade circuit, which is not renowned for being precise when it comes to the recreation of the sound that it's trying to mimic, but it's renowned because it creates this beautiful and lush sound whenever it attempts to come up with a sound. The main feature of Tricerachorus is that you can control each of the individual chorus signals. So, for example, if you get rid of one of them, the rest of the signal is gonna stay in the same level because the pedal, the algorithm itself, knows when you get rid of one of the sound sources and automatically compensates the change in volume, so you don't have to worry about losing the signal. And continuing with the Eventide tradition, this is not just a simple chorus. It comes with a built-in plethora of different neat things that I want to show you right now. So it's time to get into the examples. Of course, it works as a chorus pedal, and actually it's a beautiful chorus pedal, by the way. But it also comes with this amazing thing that I think is one of the best parts of the whole concept, which is the envelope. In this envelope, you have access to control the way that the chorus effect is being applied to your signal. For example, if you move the parameters to a negative value, what is going to happen is that the effect is going to kick in after the attack of your playing. So if you hit harder, your guitar, the way that it's going to react is going to be like your guitar sound comes in, the natural sound, and after a few nanoseconds, the effect is going to be fed into the signal little by little. On the other hand, if you set the parameter value on a positive note, what is going to happen is that the effect is going to kick in right away, and after a few nanoseconds, once your attack is start to wane down, the natural sound of your guitar is going to kick in. So it's a great way to change and to modulate, to add an extra layer of modulation to your whole signal. Choral, or wherever the pronunciation is, I think this is the best feature of the pedal, or the algorithm in this case. What it does, it's basically speaking just changing the way that the algorithm reacts and how the chorus is being created. So instead of just having the tri-chorus sound, once you kick it in, you're gonna get an incredibly lush and wide, super wide sound that it's beautiful. And especially if you're using it on a stereo rig, wow, you're gonna be blown away by the beauty of the sound. Now let's get into a more traditional territory, which is the rate and the depth controls. The difference is that in this case, the rate is controlling the whole rate of the whole chorus path, but also the depth is divided in between the three different chorus heads, which allows you to pick or select wherever you want. For example, if you just want to have one of the chorus generators working, you can do it. You can mute two of them and you'll be fine. But also, you can control the amount of modulation individually, independently from each other. And if you are using, once again, an stereo rig, you can set one of the choruses head to be completely clean, while the other one, or the other two, are completely wet, allowing you to have a wet-dry concept or setup. Just because it is a chorus pedal, it doesn't mean that it's only gonna be able to make chorus sounds. Actually, you can use it to either create a slapback kind of delay sound, and even a vibrato that sounds like an organ. And actually, out of all of the algorithms that I have access to in my H9, this is the best organ sound that you're gonna get. Let me show it to you right now. In conclusion, Tricerachorus is another great addition to the whole H9 family of algorithms. To be honest, I think the Eventide H9 is one of the best pieces of gear that are available right now. It's not that expensive, and if you think about the whole, the amount and the crazy amount that sounds that you can develop and create with this tiny piece of gear, it's outstanding. It's reliable, simple to use, and the best part, you can use it in conjunction with your iPad or control it as I did with my computer. But if you don't want to use a digital device to control your H9, you can also do it on the pedal itself. If you like this kind of content, the best way to support this channel is by listening to our music on Apple Music and Spotify, and also following us on social media such as Instagram and Facebook. If you have any questions regarding the H9 or this algorithm, Tricerachorus in particular, leave it in the comments below. And as usual, don't let anybody tell you what to dream about, and I will see you when I see you.